So welcome back to the Soholux Realty YouTube page. We're going to put our broker hats on now and discuss what we look for in a client when representing them. Let's stick to on the buy side. When we're working with a buyer, what are the things you specifically look for and like to talk about when you get them on the phone and to gauge whether they're real or not?
Yeah, I think it's important. Just like number one is transparency and honesty, which is like, it sounds straightforward, but especially when you're doing off-market transactions like we do, a lot of the time you have to, hit someone with high-level information to gauge their interest level to see, hey, do they want to move forward potentially in this transaction? And it's like, 9 times out of 10, someone's going to be like, just because they want the look, maybe they're bored, they don't have as much activity, or they think maybe in some crazy off chance this is a deal, they'll waste your time and be like, yeah, we'll look at everything. You want someone that's going to be direct and be like, listen, I can tell by the profile you've given us, age, size, location, this is not going to be a fit. We're not going to waste your time or ours. Let's move on to the next one. Transparency is important. What do you think?
I agree. And I'll take a step back. So the first thing I always do when sending a deal to a client, I always check to see how many properties they have before I send it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to waste my time getting on the phone. There's a lot of tire kickers out there that just love talking real estate. They'll never do anything, but they just love talking about it. So I at least like to know that they own property in the area. And if not in the area, if they own it, around the United States. I mean, a lot of clients we work with are trying to break into North Carolina. They probably have 100 properties spread out all throughout. Those are guys that we love to work with and bring on. But kind of piggybacking off what you said, I think you're exactly right. A buyer needs to know what he wants.
Yeah.
And I hate it when they say send all deals. When you send that, when we get that email or that call, we're not even going to bother because you just want to see everything and not do anything.
Yeah,
I've never had one client say, send me all the deals you have. I've never had one offer come from that.
It's always like some nobody that's sending
Exactly. And it's I think you learn the longer you're in real estate exactly what you want to buy. I mean, I think for us, our criteria has shifted, 180 from 3 years ago. Yeah. And we can give you a rundown within 30 seconds what we're buying. And if it's not within that criteria, we move on. We don't waste our time, and we have minute minutes in the day, and we like to conserve our time and do productive things.
And I think it's also important, like something you said, it's like, if they own properties around the U.S., that's great. It shows that they can transact. But I think there's a certain specific importance of, like, let's just say you own the deal next door. You are going to have an edge on anyone else because I know exactly how this thing's going to run. If it's a deal, you can put the margin exactly where it needs to be to make, to get the right price. And I think, to your point, it's important to communicate that. So, like a good buyer, for example, they'll almost always say, when they submit an offer on something, they'll say, hey, we own 1,000 units in this area or 3 other neighboring deals, because they know that gives them an edge in the eyes of the buyer, or in the eyes of the seller. They're like, oh shit, these guys are real,
And kind of going back on that, the first step also, they have to answer their damn phone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Answer your phone, answer your email. If we're trying to call you twice a day just to try to get a hold of you, what are we doing here? Do you want to do deals, or do you want to just tire kick? And I hear this all the time. Oh, I'm so busy. The wealthiest people we work with will pick up our call, respond to an email on a Sunday. I mean, Davis has worked with billionaires, and it's funny because he sent me an email over the weekend. It was like Sunday at fucking 12 o'clock at night. I mean, he sent you an email. It's just like, when I hear this, oh, sorry, I'm so busy, I can't get back. You're so full of shit.
Yeah.
You're so full of shit.
That guy might have been drinking. I remember he told me one time, he told me one time, he goes, I'm worth $250 million and I'm the poor guy, because his partner is like one of the wealthiest people literally in the United States, actually.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is that he responds. He literally reached out to me. He's like, hey, man, you got any deals? Like, let's talk about stuff. I guess one element to talk about is the speed of decision making.
Yeah, that's the biggest. I mean, they like going back on the buy box. What people look like when you know what you want, you make decisions quick.
Yeah, gives you the edge.
And people always, and I'm kind of going backwards on this, but people are always like, "Oh, we would have bought that deal. We would have bought that deal in the past after you sell a deal." It's like, all right, well, we've sent you a deal. We haven't heard back in 1 week on what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's not doesn't fit what you're looking for, at least respond and give us feedback. But if we're not hearing from you and you're not picking up your phone, giving us any answers, you're not going to see deals from us going forward.
Yeah.
So everyone that we work with currently, we have done deals with in the past. And granted, you know about this. Last month I took on a client that we haven't done a deal with, but did have properties in the area, and it was a complete time waster. And it was just the most frustrating thing. It's like, because we knew that we could have moved it with another client, but we wanted to take a chance on someone new to build a new relationship, we kind of burnt that bridge because now the seller won't take our calls and won't answer us because we wasted his time. We wasted a month of his time. And the biggest thing, I'm not mad because the buyer didn't do the deal. I'm mad more because they were full of shit, lying about numbers that, being that we have done renovations ourselves and we know exactly to the dime how much things cost.
I know what you're saying.
Inflating how much it's going to cost to do this. And you're tempted to say, I know you're full of shit, but you do want to be respectful in this business because, word gets around very quick, but don't fucking lie.
And here's the thing.
You're not going to fool anyone.
I think it's important to know, like, for everyone out there listening to this, if you are among that population that's like, listen, I'm going to do this myself, I'm going to buy 2 to 50 units, you're not going to be taken seriously right away. It's going to take you a while to build that reputation. If you're going up against someone that's got 1,000 units and the broker, they're like, we're going with him because they know that he's real and they don't trust you. So, look, it's hard to get your feet wet in the commercial real estate business, but it just comes through reps.
If you are a buyer, I don't care how much real estate you own or how little real estate you own, don't be a douchebag. No one wants to work with a douchebag. Be respectful for other people if they're working to try to put deals in front of you. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. It's always the people with little to, very little properties that
the shittiest stuff. They're always the biggest dicks.
Oh yeah. It's the funniest thing. They act
biggest
like
egos.
They act like they walk on water and they own, 100, 200 units. It's like, buddy.
Or not even that much.
It's not, yeah. I mean,
you got a quad in West Raleigh. You know what I mean? But
just always be mindful of others. And I know that's a weird thing to say, kind of on the topic we're talking about, but you'd be surprised how many people we talk to that we reach out to and are just complete assholes for no reason.
So listen, I think it's like, what's the ideal client look like? I mean, I think it's just basically 3 things. Responsive, respectful, and doesn't waste your time. Serious about the opportunity. If you can get those 3 things down on that checklist, I don't care who you're reaching out to, you can be respected and you will be. So listen, hopefully we've covered a lot of information on this segment. Comment below if you want to hear anything else that we talked about, maybe in more depth. If you have any questions, post your comments, we'll respond to them, and looking forward to seeing you in the next one.